and I got my realization from Shimadaji in Perth, in Australia, Western Australia. And I came to Norway in '96 and have been practicing Sahaja Yoga in Norway since then, and having had meetings in Oslo for those years since '96. So we also have some programs outside Oslo. And we've been traveling also around the country and given realizations all over the place. So been quite a lot in with Shimadaji and quite a lot in Kabela, and I know a few yogis around the place. So it became like a lifestyle after some time, very quickly actually. And I was very excited when I got my realization, because I was seeking since I was born, I think, at least from my teens, and was not very satisfied, seeking something all the time. I achieved everything I wanted, and then still I was not satisfied. So I kept seeking and seeking. And when I found Shimadaji, and I just felt like I came home. And the thing about Sahaja Yoga, which is really amazing, is that it's you actually feel the change in yourself, and you actualize your realization. You become actually. So it's a very beautiful process, and nobody is really more advanced or less advanced than others. So you shouldn't feel shy if you haven't tried before, because you will very quickly reach the level, that we are together. So that's about me. This program I will do a little bit like balancing. I know that Olga, she did lovely exercise last week. We'll do the same again this week to repeat. And I'll come with some input, what I have. And then we have, would like to talk a little bit about what is meditation. And then we have some video of Shimadaji. She will explain a bit more about Sahaja Yoga, and nobody can really explain it better than her. So I'm really happy that we have these videos we can show. And and then we meditate, of course. That's the most important thing. So before we start, I just wanted to ask if anybody has any questions before we start today. Normally we have them afterwards, and we can still ask questions after. But if we have questions already now, I'm very happy if we can take them at this point. So anybody has any questions from last week, what they experienced, or anything, we can do it now. And I take it if it's very silent and there's no questions, everybody's already thoughtless awareness. It's very good. It's very good. We can then, everybody, we will just start then with raise our Kundalini and take a bandhan. And I guess that you have all done that. Now I'm a little bit close to the thing, so I might move it back so I can show you what is happening. Okay, so we take our left hand in front of the stomach, at the bottom of the spine, in front of us, and then we lift the right hand, we take it around the left hand. I think all of you have done that, who has been here before. So we do that very slowly up with the attention inside the hand. Come to the top of the head, and we make like a knot on the top of the head. We can make a big knot on the top of the head. We fix our attention on top of the head. We take our hands very slowly down again. And we repeat the exercise one more time. We raise our left hand, and the right hand goes around the left hand. Very slowly. Very slowly. And then we can make like another knot on top. Or you can also make two knots if you like. The second time. Slowly we take down the hands again. We do a third time. Same exercise. Take the left hand up all the way to the top, and then we make like 3 knots. And we take down the hands. on the lap. I don't know how prepared you are already, but we're going to check our status. We're going to check a little bit how we are all feeling inside before we continue the balancing. So if you sit with both your hands or our hands on the lap, and then we will feel inside the hands a little bit. Just check. Or you can just check generally in your body. You feel hot, you feel quite balanced, if you are cold. Or if you feel sleepy, maybe you feel sleepy. If you feel sleepy or if you are a little bit cold, you can put your right hand on the floor next to you, or down. If you're sitting on the seat, you put it down along the seat. And then you keep your left hand in your lap, open. So I'll try and show you how I do it. So you sit like this, with the right hand here, left hand on the lap. If you feel very hot in your body or you are thinking a lot, you take your right hand on the lap and then you take your left hand up in the air. So now it's up to you. You choose which of those two exercises is for you at the moment. So this way we're balancing our right side. Or if you feel left-sided, as we say, if you feel more heavy, tired, depressed, anything, you put your right hand on the floor. It's the only thing you need to do now, nothing else. Don't need to think about it much. You just quickly analyze yourself, then you let it go, and then just let it work through the Mother Earth, through the floor, or you work it through the ether with your left hand if you're hot, if you have a hot liver, anything. Okay. Now you put down both your hands on your lap, or you can even lift them a little bit. You can hold them like this. And then you can check again. Just check in your hand. There's some difference if you feel heavy, or if you feel light, or it's hot in one hand, hotter, or it's tingling on the fingers, then that side would be imbalance. And you can again, if you feel like, let's say, tingling in the right hand, you can again sit a little bit like this. Or if you feel tingling in your left hand, you put your right hand down. And then you just sit for a few more seconds. Now we can add a little bit of breathing. We breathe in and we hold the breath for a few seconds inside before we breathe out. Slowly, slowly. And then when you have the breath is out, hold for a few seconds, and then you breathe in again. All the way down in the stomach, so that stomach goes out, the ribs go out. And then you hold for a few seconds. And you breathe out again. Hold for a few seconds before you breathe it again. We hold and we breathe out. Hold, breathe in. Hold and breathe out. We can put both hands back on the lap. And try and keep the attention now just a little bit on top of the head. Just keep the attention there. Forget about all this feeling of vibrations there. Just leave your attention at the top of the head. We call it Sahasrara. Just let everything go. Let everything go. At Sahasrara, surrender everything at Sahasrara. Okay, so I'm just going to speak a little bit before we listen to the speech of Sri Mataji. It's about meditation, and I hope now we are all in meditation. So try and listen from that place up on top of the head, the Sahasrara, or a little bit above it. Try and listen from there to meditation, because as soon as you start thinking, it's very easy now. Now I'm going to be thinking, telling you this, but to identify a little bit if you are a left-sided person or what we call a right-sided person. So left-sided, the little bit heavy, depressed, thinking about the past type of personality, or the person who's also all the time thinking about the future. What am I going to do next? How am I going to get there? What's my plans? So that's the right-sided type of persons. So you can identify what type of strength or weakness you have by looking at your thought pattern. So if you're thinking a lot about past things, then you're more left-sided. Then you can do this exercise with the floor and having the left hand on your lap. If you're stressed out, you're quite hot, you're thinking about the future, you quickly react, or you think too much, we do this other one, this one. So meditation is actually just a place to be where we are not in the future or in the past, but we are just here and now. And I think we all know that. We know about that sort of concept, but to actually be in that place, it's nothing that we can actually do because it happens spontaneously. So you are there, you become some sort kind of a witness. You go into witness state, and you can see your thoughts also. You can look at your thoughts from there. Just look at it. Oh, now I'm thinking about my dinner. I'm thinking about my work. And you can look at them. Look at the thoughts from a distance. And in that way, in that kind of practice, we get closer to the present moment. You see everything like a movie, and you are just the witness of the whole drama. And as soon as we start getting involved in the thoughts of, oh my God, he did that to me, or I'm depressed, something, then immediately we become identified with our ego or with our superego again. So again, we go back, witness. Okay, look at Sissy now. She's so egoistical, thinking about what she herself or her ego. As soon as you start thinking about the future or tomorrow or stressing, you know that you are on the right side. So you cannot actually do meditation. You can just be in it. It's something that happens spontaneously, and you will know when you are there, or we will know when we are there, because it just happens and you see everything. You go out and you're fully aware of everything that's going on, but you don't get involved in the reactions of it. So that's quite important. And the Kundalini will, you can also, when we meditate, we can pray to the Kundalini that please take away at this point. Please reduce my ego and super ego, or my thinking, so that the Kundalini can pass through this, what we call Agya Chakra hit. We're going to here. Kundalini balances everything actually. But we need to keep her active and nourish her by cleaning our chakras and balancing ourselves, and she will do the rest. Again, I'm speaking. Try and keep your attention on the Sahasrara. Just on top of the head, yeah. And if you start thinking again or starting to question things, also try and keep your attention here, still at the center. You can also put your hand there if you find it difficult. Just put your hand here. Please stop my thoughts. We're going to listen to a beautiful speech of Sahaja. She will explain about going beyond the mind, which we've been talking about a bit now. I'll let her explain about that.
And the forefathers have done the same, you are doing the same. But now a new category of very honest people are there in this world who are seeking beyond. William Blake has called them men of God. Those who will seek the truth, and they will make other people also godly. That's the time has come, this resurrection time has come, we should say, or this is the last judgment. This last judgment is going to be done by this Kundalini, the power within you. This is your own power, which has to be awakened. And once it is awakened, it passes through these centers as told to you and lets you know that these are your problems. These are the problems of your chakras. They may be physical, they may be emotional, could be also spiritual. And once you know these problems, and if you know how to solve these problems, you can be a very normal, sensible, balanced personality. That's not the only thing that happens when you get your self-realization. Firstly, what happens to you is that when the Kundalini passes through your Agya Chakra, then you become thoughtlessly aware. If you see all the sciences they have created after religion, about religion, the talks and the whole thing is just mental. It's not inside, it's not innate, built within. So one thought rises, another thought falls, another thought rises and falls down. Some come from the future, some come from the past. And we are jumping on the cusp of these thoughts. But if you say, no, this is the present, stop your mind at this stop point, which is the present. You can't. You just can't do it. Between these thoughts, there is a gap. This gap is the present, but it's so small that you cannot find it. But when the Kundalini passes through this center, then these two institutions, as you see them, the conditioning and the ego, are just sucked in. As a result, you become thoughtlessly aware. Means there is no thought, but you are absolutely aware, very much more aware. For example, if you look at this beautiful hall without thoughtless awareness, with the thoughtless awareness, then the whole picture becomes like a photo in your mind. Whole thing is stored up into every detail so clearly. Because present is the truth. Past is finished and future doesn't exist. So to come to the present, you have to have this new awareness called as thoughtless awareness. But when she crosses over and pierces through your fontanelle bone area, which is the actualization of your baptism. Just people talk of baptism, come along, I'll baptize you. It's not possible that way. It's just an artificial ritual. Try to understand. This is not going to render that actual happening within you, which is going to make you grow spiritually. So the actualization of baptism takes place, and you can feel also from your fontanelle bone area a kind of a cool breeze of the Holy Ghost coming in. You feel extremely relaxed. Secondly, that you jump into another higher awareness, which we call as collective consciousness. This means that not only that you can feel your own centers on your fingertips, because these cool vibrations, you can call them, start flowing through your own hands. You can feel them. But also you get the information about others as well as about yourself on these fingertips. Automatically, you become like a person who is a computer. It starts working in such a wonderful manner that you can find out about any disease, any trouble, without going through all the diagnosis or anything. And if you know how to cure these troubles physically, mentally, you can definitely cure yourself and also others if you have reached that state and have permanently achieved it. This is what has to happen to us. All of us have to achieve that state, which is your right to achieve it. Sahaja means with you is born. This yoga means the union with this all-pervading power of God's love. It exists or not, we have never bothered to find out. We see these beautiful flowers, very beautiful flowers and everything around. When I came from Sydney, I saw the beauty, the nature had just spread for the pleasure of human beings. We never even think how it has happened. What has worked it out, all these living things? We don't even think how this eye of ours is such a beautiful camera, how it has been made, how is it, this brain, which is such a great computer, how is it made? Who has made it? They may say it is autonomous, but who is this auto? We have never tried to find out that there is this all-pervading power of God's love, which has done all this living work. And now for us it is to feel that that is the yoga, is the union with that divine. It's not physical, it's not mental, But it is spiritual, where you start first time feeling this all-pervading power. Then only you have to know how to use this power which flows through you. But it moves very slowly. And people, you see, this is not a plastic work that you can go on producing many, and we don't have any organization as such. We do not organize people, and we do not take any money at all. You cannot. Because how much can you pay for this divine work? How much do we pay to Mother Earth? For she gives us all these beautiful flowers. She doesn't understand money. So you cannot pay for it. But there are many, many organizations afloat which are taking money, which are giving you mental feed, and people run after them. They like to go on working out that yarn that they have spun for you. One has to go beyond this mind to feel the spirituality. With this mind, that is human mind, you cannot understand. You have to have divine mind. But once you get your realization, your mind also gets enlightened. And when your mind is enlightened, you can perceive, penetrate into every situation in such a deeper manner, and the way you can improve it. I can tell you a simple analogy to understand it. Supposing you are standing in the sea, and the sea is rough, you are afraid of the waves, very much afraid. But supposing somebody puts you on the boat, and then you can see those waves and enjoy them. But supposing you learn how to swim, then you can jump in and save them. It is not any brainwashing or any sort of a bombardment of words, but it is something that happens to you. You become something. As you have become human being, you become realized soul as a result of this last breakthrough of your evolution. This is happening everywhere, no doubt. And it's working out very well in, I think they told me 62 countries, but at least I know of definitely of 52 countries where there we have got very strong centers where it is working out. Now whatever we are telling you here, you need not accept blindfolded. Blind faith is of no use. First of all, you must experience. Just like a hypothesis, I am putting this before you. But you should have an open mind of a scientist. Just open your mind and see for yourself it works. If it works, then you have to accept. If you are honest, you have to accept. If it doesn't work, if it works with many, why not try and work it out? Most of the people do get their realization. I have seen it. It's a wonderful thing that is happening, that masses of people can get realization. Depends on also certain places, like Russia. I was amazed, where they have not heard the name of God, they have never heard the name of Christ, they were not allowed to read Bible or any book, they had no religion at all. They believed in no religion. Where thousands and thousands come to my program and they all get their realization. In a small place called Talyati, there are 22,000 Sahajogis practicing Sahaja. Can you imagine? I was so amazed. Same about Bulgaria, Romania, Hungary, Poland. I was amazed how these people, Czechoslovakia, how they have taken to Sahaja Yoga so fast, just like fish to water. How they realized it. And nobody else, all these false people could not go there, nothing could work out. Only thing that has really worked out there is something that is genuine, that is Sahaja Yoga. One has to realize that as we are not in the absolute state, we have to reach to the absolute state. That desire should be there. If that desire is there, it works out without any difficulty. It is your own power which manifests, and gradually you can manifest them in such a way that you can do so many things, like giving realization to others, curing others, and also enjoying it. Because when the attention is filled with the light of the Spirit, it fills you up with complete joy. And joy has not two sides like happiness and unhappiness. It's singular, it's absolute. And you are, then they say, they are swimming in the ocean of joy. So beautiful it is. This
We can, I think we will just go straight now into the meditation part. Continue with that. And I guess the new people have joined the room. So I'll do a little guided meditation. And then we will sit quietly for some time. And we'll have some music in the background at that point. So Shrimadaji explained that we have to swim in the ocean of joy, that it's a singular thing, absolute. And we'll go in the meditation with the Kundalini passing through the Agya, which is going through here. And as we left side of the heart, this side here. Put the right hand on the left heart. We can close our eyes. And when we start off, we can start off by having the right hand on the left heart, as I'm holding here, and then we can, when you meditate, when you start the meditation, you can always address the Kundalini. It's an intelligent force which hears everything and knows everything about us. And we can say like here, Mother Kundalini, please enlighten my heart and make me realize that I am the pure spirit. Or you can just simply affirm that I am the pure spirit. This is the eternal power that we are, the eternal power of the spirit. I'm not these thoughts or these emotions. I am not this body or this anger, or I'm not that. I am the pure spirit. And now I want to go down actually. I want to take the right hand down to what we call the left Svadhisthana. I'll show you. I'll put this down. So you put it here. It's between the leg and the stomach on the left side. You can put your right hand here. And you hold it there, you press it there. And here we can pray to the Mother Kundalini that please enlighten the pure knowledge in me. We have all the knowledge inside. And when it gets enlightened, it works like you just know things. Your intuition becomes very strong and you just know things for true. So please, Mother Kundalini, enlighten my pure knowledge. Please give me the pure knowledge. Now we can move the hand to the left side of the stomach. I mean, some of you have already done this exercise, but it's fine to repeat it. This is the place where we become our own master. So here we address the Kundalini, that please, Mother Kundalini, you can affirm that I am my own master. I have all the knowledge and I become my own master. I am my own guru. I am my own master. Again, we go to the heart. We put our right hand on the left heart. I am the spirit. And take it, lift the hand to the left shoulder. Maybe you in the breakout room already did this, but again then, between the neck and the shoulder on the left side, you put your right hand. And the affirmation goes, I am not guilty at all. We accumulate a lot of guilt on this center. It's sitting here. I am not guilty at all. We have all made mistakes, and it's all forgiven. Please remove the burden of my guilt. Okay, so we take our hand now to the forehead. We lean the head forward a bit. And here is the center of forgiveness. And the affirmation goes, I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. I forgive everyone. I forgive myself. No need to think of who. Just generally, just forgive. It's like a mantra. It works on this center to open it. I forgive everyone and I forgive myself. For whatever mistakes I've done, I forgive. I forgive. And then we go to the top of the head. We can put our hand here. Our attention should come to this point now. We bring it up here to the Sahasrara level. We call this center for the Sahasrara. Please, Mother Kundalini, give me my enlightenment. Please give me my self-realization or increase my self-realization. You can massage if you like you can turn your scalp clockwise. Now, lift your hand slightly up above the head, and then at some point there, just fix your attention at that point only. Keep your attention at this point, and we'll take down the hand on the lap. Slowly, slowly. And try and keep that attention on top of the head a little bit. And let go of everything at this point. I'm not these thoughts. I forgive all my thinking and thoughts at this point. I'll just sit here for some time. Now slowly we can open our eyes again. And we'll conclude the meditation part with the raising of the Kundalini, and we'll take the Bandhan. I'll show you for those who have not done so many times or at all, maybe. So we do some exercise before and after we meditate. And you can also do it otherwise at your office or when you're out. If you feel a bit stressed, you can do this exercise. It's very nice, very effective, and it works for like a protection for you and for me. So you take your left hand. I'll just move my screen down. And then you take your right hand, you put your left hand in front of you at the bottom of the spine, in front of you, and then you take the right hand and you lift over and turn over the left hand. So you take from down, like lifting up. Think that you're lifting something. And then you slowly, you go up along the spine while you lift this power up above the head. You go all the way up here, and then you can look up, and then you can make a big knot on top of the head like that. And then you take down the hands quite slowly. And then again, you do it. You put your left hand in front of your spine, and the right hand circles around the left hand, coming up. It circles around the left hand, coming up. And above the head again. You can do that one knot, or you can even do two knots, because second time, if you want. Slowly you take down the hand again, and then you lift again. From the bottom of the spine, you lift up slowly in front of you, all the way to the top, and you make three knots at the last time we do this. So, and then you take your hand slowly down. This is actually use yourself. You're lifting your own Kundalini from the bottom of the spine. Then you take second part of this exercise. It's kind of in two. You take your right hand, and then you place it on the left side of the body, above the left hand here, and then you lift it all around your body and down on the right side and back again, like that. Now I see I have a little challenge. So you put it over your body and back again. It's like you're lifting making a protection around your aura, and back and forth. We do 7 times as a guide, huh? I always forget in the way when I'm doing it how many I've done, so we'll do a few more. If you do it slowly, you might be able to feel some energy coming with your hand, going down on the right and coming back again. So you're spreading the Kundalini also around you, your aura. So you do that 7 times. Actually, this also balances us, as we did in the beginning of this session. We did the balancing of the left side and the right side. The left side we did, I just repeat, we did by putting our right hand on the floor or towards the Mother Earth, and left hand on the lap. So I show like this. You have the right hand and left hand like that. That's to balance the left side. And I repeat the right side. You do it like this. You take the left hand on the right knee or the right lap, and the left hand in the air. The right hand on the right knee and the left hand in the air. That was the right side balancing. So just so you remember. Now, for the rest of the evening, we try and keep our attention a little bit up here above. Try and be in the witness state. Try and be more and more the witness of what you're doing, what we are thinking, all that. You can control it quite well after some time.